I'm Mary.
I'm Sherry.
I'm Harry.
I'm Matt.
The American Red Cross at GiveLife2.org that I referenced on March 19, 2011 says that one blood donation can save up to 3 lives. This means that if you start donating at age 17 and you donate every 56 days as the American Red Cross allows, and you donate until you're 76, you will have donated around 48 gallons and have saved close to 1,000 lives. My high school used to hold 2 blood drives a year. This is where I got my topic. In high school, I couldn't donate obviously until junior year when I turned 17, so I donated around 3 times. The need for blood transfusion is growing faster than blood donations are being received. So, I have 3 main reasons why you should donate blood. The first reason is that people are in constant need of blood. The second reason is that America and all over the world, hospitals are in shortage of blood donations for the victims that they're receiving. And the third reason is that it's safer than most people believe. With that being said, let me get right into why people constantly need blood. So, my first reason, people constantly need blood. So, also on American Red Cross, which I referenced on March 19, 2011, they said that there are about 14 million transfusions a year, meaning that hospitals are always having transfusions every day, and that is why people need blood donations more than ever. A single car accident victim may need 100 units of blood, and 1 unit equals a pint. 100 pints of blood, that's a lot of blood. That's 100 people need to donate just to save that person's life. Also think about our troops who are giving their lives for us every day. Our blood is going to them too. If we're not donating, their lives aren't being saved, and they're saving our lives. Like, just look at the big picture. People who have certain diseases are also in constant need of blood. The Brookhaven National Library at bnl.gov, in their article 56 Facts About Blood and Blood Donation on February 1st, 2008, says that sickle cell disease is an inherited disease that affects more than 80,000 people in the United States. 98% of those people are African descent. Some patients with complications from severe sickle cell disease receive blood transfusion every month. Every transfusion can be up to 4 pints of blood. That's 4 donations just every time that person goes to the hospital for a transfusion. Brookhaven National Library 2008 also says cancer, transplant, and trauma patients and patients undergoing open heart surgery require platelet transfusions to survive. And anemic patients need blood transfusions to increase their iron levels. Because so many people need blood and not enough people are donating, this causes the shortage, especially during summer and winter holidays, which is when most accidents occur. So the second reason that you should donate blood is because there's a shortage in the hospitals. If we look at statistics, we are so close to filling the needs of people. The 2007 nationwide blood collection and utilization survey report done by the Department of Health and Human Resources, which I referenced on March 21st, 2011 at americasblood.org, says that if blood donors gave 3 times a year instead of their average of 2, blood shortages would be a rare event. 1 more donation a month, or a year. That's incredible that we are just that far away from getting away from a blood shortage. They also say that 1% more of Americans, if they give, shortages would disappear for the foreseeable future. It's so easy. That's not very many, it may seem like a large number, but it's just a handful more of the world needs to give, and we wouldn't have a shortage in blood, and people wouldn't be losing their lives. Recovery would be so much easier for people. The 2008 Brookhaven National Library said that 60,000 of the U.S. population is eligible to give, but only 5% do. The current number has now been lowered to 40%. That means that those 20% that could originally donate have now come down with the disease themselves, making them ineligible to donate. So why not help them, because they could have been previous donors themselves. All you need to be is 17 to donate, 16 with parent consent, 110 pounds, and in good physical health. The process is very simple. You walk in on a normal day, you take a number, you sign consent forms saying that you understand the terms and conditions like any other thing that you sign up for. You go in with a nurse, they ask you to fill out a health questionnaire survey to make sure that you don't have any diseases, you haven't gotten tattoos in a certain amount of time, you haven't been to certain countries that could have made you sick and you could transfer that sickness to someone else. And then, of course, you give blood. The blood draw itself is only 10 minutes long, approximately, for the average person. The most I've ever seen is 20 minutes, just because someone had bad circulation. In that case, they give you a warm, squishy ball to get your circulation moving. So, and then, the best part to most people of getting your blood drawn is the refreshments and the snacks that they give you afterward to replenish your body. So, this whole process, they estimate, takes an hour. Less for some people, depending on how fast you give blood, if your iron level is correct and all that stuff. So since there's a shortage in blood, this gives you another reason to donate. And the last reason that you should donate is that it's safer than you think. Everything is sterilized, everything's set out before your blood draw. They make sure that you are comfortable. They set you up in a chair, upright, or lay you down if you're feeling sick. They sterilize your arm for the needle. They give you a new needle. They give you a new bag, of course. The nurses are all trained in sticking a needle in your arm. And when you're done, they put gauze on your arm, they wrap you up, and sometimes even let you choose the color that you get to wrap your arm up in. And they tell you to keep it on for a few hours so you don't, continue to bleed. And then that's it. And for people that receive blood, to know that it's safe, all blood is donated for HIV, hepatitis B and C, syphilis, and any other infectious diseases before it is given to you. So the next reason that you should realize that it's safer than you think is because the body can regenerate faster than you think. The human body has 10 to 12 pints of blood, and you're only donating 1 pint every time you donate. You donate red cells, plasma, and platelets. The American Red Cross, which I referenced on March 19th, also says that some of these elements are replaced within hours and others are replaced within weeks. That is pretty quick to me. Red blood cells, for people again that receive blood, are used within 42 days, and they're used. Platelets have to be used within 5 days, and that is why they're in constant need, because they're used immediately. They take them straight to the hospitals, and it's said that this is the most needed item. Since I've told you that the process is completely safe, if you follow all the guidelines of the American Red Cross, it gives you more reason to stop the shortage and help people out. So the 3 main reasons you need to donate. The first reason, people are constantly in need of blood. The second is that there's always a shortage, and like I said lastly, it's much safer than you think. So if you're over age 17, you're 110 pounds and believe you're in good health, then you should get out there, help people, donate, and save some lives.